Massive steel conveyors thunder to life. Golden corn cascades in endless streams, vanishing into towering hoppers. Inside, machines roar, twist, and bake at blistering speeds. In minutes, raw grain becomes one of the most addictive snacks on Earth, Cheetos. Every year, over 1 million tons of these bright orange icons roll off production lines in factories across the world. From GPS-guided tractors planting specialized corn in perfect rows, to harvesters tearing through golden fields, to robots sealing thousands of bags per hour, every step is fine-tuned to deliver the same unmistakable crunch. It's a process that looks like pure precision engineering. But behind the technology lies an origin story that's anything but planned. In the 1940s, during a routine test run, an industrial extruder misfired, creating airy curls of puffed corn. They weren't on the schedule, but one taste revealed their potential. That mistake would spark a snack revolution. Over the decades, Cheetos evolved from a curious factory experiment into a cultural phenomenon. Flavors exploded, from classic cheddar to the fiery Flamin' Hot, born from a bold pitch by a factory janitor. Chester Cheetah became the rebellious face of the brand, breaking the rules of snack advertising and making Cheetos a pop culture icon. Today, we're stepping into the fields, the machines, and the flavor drums to uncover exactly how simple corn transforms into the crunchy, cheesy snack loved across the globe. This isn't just a story about food, it's about innovation, risk, and the strange accidents that change history. So buckle up, the journey from seed to snack is about to begin, and it moves faster than you can eat a handful. The year is the early 1940s. A popcorn plant in the American Midwest is testing a brand new piece of equipment, an industrial extruder. It's supposed to create smooth cornmeal pellets for animal feed, but on one test run, something unexpected happens. Cornmeal, under intense heat and pressure, shoots out in long, airy curls instead of dense pellets. The engineers stare. The texture is light, almost fluffy, but with an irresistible snap when bitten. The factory floor smells like fresh corn, and a new idea begins to form. Those strange puffs weren't part of the plan, but they tasted too good to ignore. In an era where processed snacks were still a novelty, this accidental texture was gold. Soon, flavor experiments began. Salt, butter, cheese. One version, coated in powdered cheddar, hit the jackpot. It was crunchy, bold, and left your fingers stained in bright orange dust. But the real twist would come decades later. In the late 1980s, a Mexican-American janitor named Richard Montañez saw an opportunity. Inspired by street vendors selling elotes topped with chili and lime, he took a batch of Cheetos home, sprinkled them with chili powder, and pitched the idea to company executives. The result? Flamin' Hot Cheetos, a spicy, addictive variant that didn't just become a bestseller, it sparked a cultural phenomenon. From movie theaters to school cafeterias, Flamin' Hot wasn't just a snack, it was a badge of taste, a dare in every bite. What began as a mechanical mishap had evolved into a billion-dollar empire with a growing lineup of flavors and a mascot, Chester Cheetah, ready to break every rule in snack advertising. The snack world had changed forever. Before a single puff hits the extruder, the story starts in the fields. Not just any fields, vast, golden stretches of farmland in the American Midwest, where conditions are perfect for growing starch-rich corn. But Cheetos doesn't use ordinary corn. It's a specially bred hybrid, dense, low in moisture, and engineered to expand flawlessly under heat and pressure. In spring, precision planters roll out in formation, planting row after perfect row. GPS-guided tractors ensure spacing down to the inch. Each seed is a genetic clone of the last, guaranteeing a uniform texture and flavor when it's time to puff. Water is life, but too much or too little ruins the crunch. Massive center pivot irrigation arms sweep across the fields like giant clock hands, each nozzle controlled by soil sensors that drip feed exactly what the crop needs. By midsummer, the green stalks stretch taller than a person, crowned with golden tassels, swaying in the breeze. When harvest comes, speed is everything. Combine harvesters roar through the rows, slicing stalks and stripping kernels in one continuous motion. The best kernels, dense, glossy, perfectly formed, are loaded into 25-ton trucks and rushed to processing plants within hours. But not every farm goes fully mechanical. In some regions, workers still handpick ears for the highest quality control, tossing only the most uniform corn onto moving conveyors. It's slower, but it ensures each batch meets Cheetos' exacting standards. Inside the factory gates, this corn is inspected again, human eyes working alongside high-speed optical scanners to catch any imperfection. Only the perfect kernels survive this stage, ready to become the crunchy heart of the world's most famous cheese snack. From seed to silo, every step is built around one mission: achieving that signature Cheetos crunch. And as the trucks unload, the next transformation begins, turning these golden grains into fine, airy cornmeal. The moment the trucks back into the unloading bays, the countdown begins. Freshness is everything. Giant hoppers swallow the corn, feeding it onto underground conveyors that snake into the heart of the plant. First stop, inspection. High-speed cameras scan each ear, ejecting anything with blemishes or irregular shapes in a split second. Workers stationed along the line make quick, practiced moves, one glance, one grab, pulling out anything that doesn't meet the Cheetos standard. From there, the corn enters the husking machines. Rotating rollers and razor-sharp blades strip away husks and silk in seconds. The waste is sent to composting or recycled into animal feed. Then, the kernels are separated from the cobs by precision-cutting rollers, designed not to crush or bruise them. Next comes an intense wash cycle. Hundreds of pressurized water jets blast the kernels from every angle, flushing away dust and debris. Modern plants recycle up to 80% of this water, keeping operations clean and efficient. Clean kernels move into massive drying chambers. Here, warm air, carefully controlled between 140 degrees Fahrenheit and 175 degrees Fahrenheit, flows continuously, reducing moisture to the perfect level. Too dry, and the puffs crumble. Too wet, and they won't expand properly in the extruder. Once dried, the kernels roll into industrial milling systems. Steel rollers spin at high speeds, grinding the corn into a fine golden powder, cornmeal. This isn't just any grind. Technicians constantly test samples, measuring particle size and starch release, ensuring every batch will puff evenly and deliver that unmistakable airy crunch. By the time the cornmeal hits the storage silos, it's unrecognizable from the grain that arrived just hours earlier. Uniform, clean, and perfectly textured, it's now ready for the stage where the real magic and the transformation into Cheetos begins. From the silos, the cornmeal flows through sealed pipes, moving like golden sand toward massive mixing hoppers. Here, precise amounts of water are added, raising moisture from about 10% to just the right level for expansion. Mechanical arms churn the blend until it forms a soft, uniform dough. This dough is now ready for the extruder, the machine that turns science into snack magic. Inside, a steel screw spins at high speed, pushing the mixture forward while heat and pressure build. We're talking 280 degrees Fahrenheit and up to 300 pounds per square inch. The corn's starch gelatinizes, its structure changes, and it becomes a pressurized, elastic mass. Then comes the instant of transformation. The dough is forced through a specially shaped die, and the moment it hits open air, boom, it puffs. Steam bursts out. The shape locks in, and a raw Cheeto is born. These newborn puffs aren't ready yet. They travel straight into towering spiral ovens, where hot air circulates at around 350 degrees Fahrenheit, baking them for several minutes. This step locks in the crunch and removes any remaining moisture. When they emerge, the texture is perfect, but the flavor is still missing. That's where the flavor drum takes over. A fine mist of warm vegetable oil coats the puffs as they tumble, preparing them to grab onto the cheese seasoning. The cheese blend is a closely guarded formula: real aged cheddar, dairy powders, and a mix of spices. As the drum turns, every puff gets an even coat, each rotation building that unmistakable orange glow. This is where the snack's personality comes alive: bold, cheesy, and impossible to put down. Once coated, the puffs glide onto conveyors, leading to automated packaging lines. Here, high-speed weighers portion exact amounts into each bag, seal them airtight, and send them down the line, ready for boxing and shipping. From a handful of cornmeal to a finished snack in minutes, the art of extrusion turns simple ingredients into one of the most recognized textures and flavors on the planet. The flavor drum may be the heart of Cheetos' personality, but the packaging line is its final stage, where each puff becomes part of a global phenomenon. As the cheese-coated puffs tumble out of the drum, they glide onto stainless steel conveyors toward high-speed weighing machines. Each bag is measured with pinpoint accuracy. A fraction of an ounce off is unacceptable. At the same time, vertical sealing machines pull rolls of printed film into position, forming the iconic Cheetos bag in real time. The puffs drop in. The bag is sealed in a flash, and within seconds, it's traveling down the line toward boxing stations. Robots stack case after case onto pallets, wrapping them tight for shipping. From here, trucks, ships, and planes carry them to over 40 countries. But Cheetos isn't a one-size-fits-all snack. Each region gets flavors tailored to local tastes. In Japan, you might find soy sauce sauce and steak Cheetos. In China, grilled squid flavor is a hit. In Mexico, Flamin' Hot with lime dominates. Over 50 official flavors exist, constantly rotating and evolving to keep fans hooked. And then there's the marketing. Bold, rebellious, unforgettable. Chester Cheetah, sunglasses on and attitude to match, became the face of the brand in the 1980s. Initially considered too wild for kids, his cool, rule-breaking persona turned out to be exactly what Cheetos needed to stand out. Beyond taste and image, Cheetos has slipped into pop culture in unexpected ways. From fashion collaborations to viral internet challenges, it's more than food. It's a symbol of fun, indulgence, and a little bit of mischief. From carefully grown corn in the Midwest to shelves in convenience stores from New York to Seoul, every step is fine-tuned to deliver the same addictive crunch. And yet, every bag carries a slightly different story, depending on where you open it in the world. The process ends here on the factory floor, but for millions of people, the moment it begins is when they tear that bag open and reach for the first cheesy handful. From a single machine glitch in the 1940s to a snack empire worth billions, Cheetos' journey is a masterclass in turning chance into legend. What began as an odd puff of cornmeal is now a global icon, a snack that crosses borders, languages, and cultures with one simple promise: a satisfying, unmistakable crunch. Behind every bite lies an intricate dance of agriculture, engineering, and flavor science. Specialized corn planted with precision, fields harvested at peak ripeness, kernels cleaned, dried, and milled into the perfect cornmeal, extruders shaping each puff in seconds, ovens locking in texture, drums dusting every curve with bold cheese flavor, packaging lines sealing in freshness before sending them to the farthest corners of the world. And yet, no matter where you are, the experience is the same. The first bite snaps, the flavor blooms, and your fingers carry that telltale orange glow. It's a ritual millions share without even thinking about it. Cheetos has gone far beyond being just a snack. It's inspired viral challenges, limited edition merch, even survival hacks. Yes, they can light a fire in an emergency. It's part of childhood memories, late-night cravings, and countless moments in between. All of it, the fields, the machines, the flavors, traces back to a single moment of accident and curiosity. Proof that sometimes the world's biggest successes start when something doesn't go according to plan. So next time you open a bag, remember, you're holding a piece of snack history, engineered for joy and built to last. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of Cheetos, make sure to hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and let us know in the comments your favorite flavor and how far you'd go for that iconic crunch. Because one thing's for sure, no one ever stops at just one.